And the warrior that Manny is, he's going to be like, because I love to fight and I want to fight the best.
The attributes I have, the skill set I have, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just go in there, you use all of that again.
The 4 years layoff on boxing, like it's good for my body because I've been in boxing since I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, then continuous non-stop. So good for me, for my body to rest.
Oscar De La Hoya recently visited Manny Pacquiao's training camp ahead of the Mario Barrios fight, where he praised the boxing legend as a hell of a fighter. According to Oscar, this is exactly why Pacquiao is returning at this stage of his life, because he still has the heart, the skills, and the passion to face top-level opponents.
I wish him all the best.
Quadra, I love him.
Can you do it?
Quadra?
Can he do it? Absolutely. Manny Pacquiao's
Oscar needs.
he's a legend.
Some nice ones. Thank you.
He's a legend. I think he can do it. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but I think he can do it. Yeah.
De La Hoya emphasized that Pacquiao is coming into this fight heavy and strong, showcasing incredible power and determination. Despite his age, Manny's discipline and sharp focus in training prove he's ready for elite competition, Oscar believes. Pacquiao's comeback won't just be inspirational, it'll be a powerful statement of his legendary fighting spirit.
Here's what Oscar De La Hoya would ask Manny Pacquiao if he got the chance to interview him.
I would ask a simple question. And please, Manny, tell me the truth. Why? That's it. That's it. Why? Why are you coming back? And the warrior that Manny is, he's going to be like, because I love to fight and I want to fight the best. And I've been watching boring fights and I want to come back and give a show against Barrios, who's a world champion. That's a true legend for you.
For a fighter like Manny Pacquiao, the passion for boxing never truly fades. Though he stepped out of the spotlight, his love for the sport only intensified. That connection is what fuels his return. Despite the talk about age, Pacquiao still punches hard and moves fast, proving that determination and talent know no age.
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? All years I stopped boxing. I always thinking boxing, and even my house I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball, playing badminton. So I really love exercise, and I really miss boxing.
Pacquiao's return isn't about a one-off appearance. It hints at a larger vision. While Mario Barrios is the current focus, Pacquiao is open to future challenges. His approach is strategic and grounded, taking each fight one at a time. His deep respect for the sport and the opponents he'll face.
Manny, when you beat Barrios, what's next? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia, Haney, Lopez, Gervonta Davis? Are you ready to go through these fights?
One at a time.
But you want those guys.
We'll see. We'll see. I always, I cannot say after this, I'm going to fight like that, but one at a time. After the fight, we can talk like.
Reflecting on their own fight, Oscar De La Hoya spoke candidly about the power Pacquiao brought to the ring. He admitted Manny overwhelmed him with non-stop pressure, making it impossible to mount a defense. That performance, Oscar said, was a defining moment in understanding just how exceptional Pacquiao is.
It actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport.
By Pacquiao?
Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he beat the hell out of me. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
I wouldn't have loved to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. Sorry. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You know what? So you had enough of Pacquiao is what you're saying.
Oh, trust me. Right when I walked into the ring, I had enough of Pacquiao.
You thought that when you got in the ring?
Oh, well, Rich, this documentary, my gosh, it's sad too at the end because it shows the whole Pacquiao situation. I was getting beat up in training camp when preparing for Pacquiao. So I knew that was the end already for me. because Pacquiao was just coming up.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was like the star in the making. But what really screwed up my whole training for that fight was I started drinking heavy during training camp and nobody knew. Oh yeah. I mean, it gets, so I was literally a dead man walking into the ring.
During their bout, Oscar was the naturally larger fighter and had to drop weight significantly to meet Manny in the ring. This highlighted just how much Pacquiao used speed, skill, and explosive power to overcome size disadvantages and ability that made him a legend.
It's like, why are you gonna fight Pacquiao? First of all, he's younger than you, he's faster, he's strong. I had to lose, instead of gain weight, I had to lose like 10 pounds to fight in his weight class, and that drained my body at my age. So I literally was like a walking zombie when I walked into the ring. I was out of it. I lost so much weight. I lost a lot of muscle, and it was one of those moments where my pride got the best of me, you know?
Yeah.
In the first round, after I sat down in the corner, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, here we go. Like, I have to take like 12 rounds of this, you know, until like the 9th round, my corner called it and said, that's it. He's punishing you too much. Like, I never received that much punishment in my life. And they were like, I think my brother or somebody just said, you know what, that's it. That's all.
Freddie Roach, Pacquiao's longtime trainer, initially hesitated to approve the De La Hoya fight, worried the size gap could be dangerous. But Manny silenced all doubt with a performance that stunned the world. Freddie's reflection only reinforces Pacquiao's remarkable ability to defy expectations.
His country did try to stop that fight from happening.
Why?
Because the weight difference.
Oh, they were concerned his safety.
Yeah. But the reason that fight happened is because when I was training Oscar, his 106-pounder was training at the same gym as us, Calderon. Calderon gives him a beating. Oscar, I said, what's wrong? He says, well, you know, he's small and he's a southpaw and he's really quick, Freddie. So then Bob Arum had just called me up and asked me if we wanted to fight Oscar with Pacquiao. And I said, no, he's too big. And I hung the phone up. And about 2 a.m, I'm thinking about the fight in the sparring with the little guy who's a southpaw and really fast, like Manny Pacquiao. And I said, 2 o'clock in the morning, I picked the phone up and I called Bob Arum. I said, Bob, make that fight happen. He says, you sure? I says, 100%, yes.
Just based off that sparring session?
Yes.
Mario Barrios represents the next generation of boxers. With youth on his side, he enters this bout confident that his stamina and speed will make the difference. His attitude reflects the classic narrative of youth challenging experience. Common but always intriguing storyline in boxing.
Oh, you're 30, he's 46, hasn't fought in 4 years. Like, in your mind, how do you see the fight going? How are you going to beat Manny, or what do you see yourself doing to him?
Yeah, I just had to use, all of that, like the, as busy as I've been in my career, the attributes I have, the skill set I have, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just go in there, you use all of that again, just make sure, I still walk out holding that title.
Pacquiao's preparation is precise and well-structured. His training camp includes intense technical drills, strength work, and endurance building. Every detail is being fine-tuned to ensure that he returns to the ring not just in shape, but in elite fighting condition.
Now going with the experience of being a sparring with Manny Pacquiao, what was the biggest lesson that you learned?
Taught me what a world-class training camp looks like. I had to be at Manny's house at 5:30 a.m. because he will run at 6 a.m. Then we'll be in the gym at 12 p.m. Then he'll go to church in the evening. Even that, I'm he adds church to his training camp. That's insane. I would have never thought, I got to work with my idol. Imagine whoever you look up to right now, the person you look up to the most in this world, and then you end up working for 3 straight years. I remember having breakfast with him. I was like, damn, it's fucking sitting right there. That's crazy. It would still cross my head, insane.
Former champion Sean Porter offered unique insight into Pacquiao's intense training. He revealed that Manny's sparring is so brutal that no cameras are allowed. Porter's footage, kept private, shows the relentless energy Pacquiao brings even in practice, proof of why he's so respected.
You don't hold your phone up in sparring.
Right.
You don't bring a camera in to sparring. Guess what? We got footage of me and Manny sparring. We got footage of me and Manny Pacquiao sparring.
Leak it. No.
Yeah, right. But it was understood. My dad said, I want me and my son to have this. And he and Freddie made an understanding. You can hold it, but I don't want anybody to ever see this, Ken.
Right.
And nobody has ever seen a sparring session between me and Manny Pacquiao. It's just the code of ethics. I hate that they broke that code. Everybody in sport and boxing know the code. Tighten up.
Manny Pacquiao, I saw some footage or some images online where you were sparring him, and I've got to be honest, you gave him a very clean dig. And not many people can actually say they've landed good, clean punches on Manny Pacquiao. He's a super fighter, very, very quick. What was it like to share the ring, even though it was only sparring, sharing the ring with Manny Pacquiao?
I mean, it was a blessing. Like, Manny Pacquiao himself is a legend. You know what I mean? Manny's a legend in boxing. And to be honest, I don't think I was, well, I know. I wasn't shell-shocked the first time we sparred. It was like I had something to prove.
Despite global fame, Pacquiao remains humble. He often expresses gratitude for his fans and recalls his early days as a little-known fighter with a hard-to-pronounce name. His humility is a reminder of the grounded mindset that helped carry him to greatness.
I'm excited because I remember when my first fight here in America is in MGM against Ledwaba. That's June 23, 2001.
They couldn't pronounce your name, and now everybody knows your name. How does that feel? You have been holding 4 decades in boxing with everybody knowing your name. How does it feel to know that?
I'm happy. I'm thankful to the fans, also to God. Because without God, I am nothing. I cannot accomplish all these things in life without the guidance and strength of God. So all glory to my God that I'm so.
Mike Tyson's admiration for Pacquiao runs deep. He called Manny sensational and praised his fearless warrior mentality. Tyson highlighted Pacquiao's heart and fighting style qualities that have earned him respect even among boxing's greatest icons.
Which contemporary fighter do you most enjoy watching right now?
Out of the big time fighters now?
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight. Oh, it's sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than the Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter. Name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did that the night he fought.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I didn't hear you, Mike. What you say?
Because you don't know much about boxing.
You're a little uncomfortable up here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did against Rio.
In other words,
Recent training clips of Pacquiao have taken fans by surprise. At an age when most fighters slow down, he's showcasing the speed, agility, and conditioning of someone in their prime. His hand speed, footwork, and sharp combinations prove he's still a dangerous opponent.
Hey, friends looking for a hug over here. Friends looking for a hug.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's doing everything.
It looks familiar. Never too early for you.
Back to work again.
Keep me off the street. There's Raising Cane's poster, boy. Keep me on social media.
Pacquiao discusses past defeats with calm wisdom, viewing them as learning experiences. His focus isn't on pride, it's on the love of the sport and testing himself once more. Analyst Ryan Campbell recognized the doubts about age but pointed out that history has seen legends succeed late in their careers. With the right strategy, Manny's return could be one for the history books.
Retirement to face 29-year-old Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship on July 19th in Las Vegas. That's according to an ESPN report. Pacquiao last fought in 2021 when he lost to Yordenis Ugas. Barrios won the WBC welterweight title from Ugas in 2023. His last fight was a split decision against Abel Ramos on the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson undercard in November. Pacquiao career record 62-8-2 with 39 knockouts. Barrios 29-2-1. And for more, welcome in CBS Sports combat analyst Brian Campbell. Manny Pacquiao, the first and only 8-division world champion. He'll be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame next month. And then in July, BC, he's going to come out of retirement. Why now?
By the way, between those two dates, I believe he has an election coming up for a Senate position in the Philippines. So we always know that Manny is a busy man. He gets after it. He also dares to be great. And this is wild news. Look, in the boxing underground rumor mill, this had been floating around for a couple months. We just didn't know if it was going to be for real. Was Manny really going to commit to not just coming back after 4 years away, after just one fight in the last 6 years, at age 46, but to come back directly into a title fight against a young, in his prime, active champion, Mario Barrios? It's interesting theater, to say the least. It's a pay-per-view main event, reportedly for July 19th. And we know Manny Pacquiao has always brought big business, but now he's going to bring it in more of the late career George Foreman type of way to etch himself into that record book even further. Can Manny do it? I mean, look, the odds are certainly against him, but there's one thing about certain legends in this game. Think Bernard Hopkins, who fought into a very late age. Some of them, as long as they can physically get themselves into that ring, sometimes they can reproduce magic for one night. So it's a romantic situation. I got cats walking around.
Yep.
People are excited to see the Pac-Man back. You just got to kind of figure out, is this for real? Is he going to be for real? Or are we going to send him into a physical, violent retirement?
Veteran trainer Justin Fortune compared Pacquiao to Michael Jordan, not just for his talent, but for his sustained dominance over time, emphasized that Pacquiao's disciplined lifestyle and mindset have kept him sharp. Even at his age, Manny remains a legitimate threat because he never stopped working.
His age, yeah, I mean, but it's not, listen, he's 45, 46. Are you leaving jail? 45, 46, but he's always active. So he's always staying active, he's always doing something, mostly playing basketball, some sort of sport, something cardio. So, no, really.
When Nate Diaz beat Conor McGregor, he said, "I'm not surprised." So Manny could say that after he beats Barrios, that he wasn't surprised that he's supposed to win.
Well, what they, DSP. I mean, different Diaz. I like Diaz.
He's funny.
He fucking will fight.
Yeah, fight anyone, anywhere,
he'll fight anybody. No, it's just it's a fight. It'd be for him to win that at 45, 46, yeah, it's a big thing. But then, he didn't take any damage. Foreman came back, won titles in his 40s and stuff. I know the heavyweights, it's a bit different. But
Many thought Pacquiao had fully retired, but behind the scenes, he stayed active through private exhibitions and training bouts. These hidden fights have helped him maintain his timing, reflexes, and ring IQ. His comeback isn't spontaneous, it's been building quietly through continuous preparation.
A bite, a overhand right. Stop it! Welcome to K9 Boxing. And it's yours truly, Cornelius K9 Bundridge, the oldest world champion in junior history. And Manny Pacquiao is looking to step back in the ring, y'all, against Mario Barrios, July the 19th. If I'm not mistaken, it's July 19th. And I give Manny Pacquiao a good chance at winning. Because, a lot of people say, well, he's been inactive, he's older. Man, but he throw punches. He has a lot of experience. And his last fight was exhibition, which still was a fight and still kept him sharp, punching, doing something. So it ain't like he just ain't been in the ring, ain't did nothing. Yeah, he been working. It's like them underground boxing matches are real fights. And it keep you off bold. Emmanuel Stewart used to do a lot of exhibitions for his guys to get them sharp, to get them prepared for a fight. If they hadn't fought in a minute, just to have them fight sharp. What up, Keith? Yeah, just to have them fight sharp. So if they got in the ring and they hadn't fought in a minute, it won't seem like it. It'd be like seem like they just recently fought. Yeah, so, it's a lot of stuff you can do to make yourself relevant, sharp, can have you right, ready for a fight. Yeah. My young dogs, Kevin, Kyrie, and Tadell, the Hawk, the dogs, they fought to a draw